I don't know what the world is coming to, viewers. I'm supposed to be making a final video about the Coofers-19 virus and the possibilities regarding it being a viral gene therapy vector that's escaped, but I've been caught up watching the protest live streams instead.
You know us.
Right.
So, here's the thing. Don't follow me into shit because I'm also an agitator as much as I'm an medic. I've noticed. I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's why I love you so much.
Thanks, man. I love you too, buddy.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Well,
Maybe if you're not, if you're here, I'll see you. You'll be right.
Everyone's over there right now. Just kind of sitting down real quick. Alright, let's go over there. Huh? I thought there'd be more bushes over here. Let's go back this way.
For now, I just wanted to talk around the main events. The whole world is hinging on race issues today. People as distant as Rome are kneeling in solidarity with Officer Derek Chauvin. Or wait, no, I think it was the other way around. Kind of a weird gesture. Genocidal South African leader Julius Malema took to the stage to condemn police violence in America.
Even with their knees on our neck, we still do better than them. Can you imagine if they remove their knees on our neck? We will be better than America. The day they remove their knee on the neck of African continent, Africa will be better than America, because we don't want to be like America. We cannot take America as a role model. We want a better continent, better than USA, better than China, better than Europe, better than Russia. They must all come and learn here.
Putin used the opportunity to castigate America's treatment of minorities, media, and protesters. I'm sure I could go on, but this isn't going to be one of those videos. I was on Twitter reading about 4 Brits who were arrested for membership to a banned nationalist group who were convicted on terrorism-related charges introduced in 2016. This from a country which invited ISIS fighters to return. And it's interesting that many of the commentators questioned the crime of affiliation or belief, while others demanded life sentences or executions. Some very eerie and truly Orwellian statistics come out of hate crimes. For example, here in Canada, quote, a vast majority, 84% of hate crime perpetrators were male, with an average of just under 30 years old. Less than 10% of those accused had criminal records, and less than 5% had previous hate crime involvement. Only 4% of hate crimes were linked to an organized or extremist group. These thought criminals, these dangerous right-wing hate-mongers, had less than 10% criminal records. Meanwhile, you should expect around 20% of them to have had prior criminal records. This means that hate crime convicts in Canada are less than half as likely to commit actual crime as the general population. What's worse is, I don't think we're nearly as bad as the UK is. Next up on Twitter, I read about Uber's new policy, where orders from black-owned businesses get free delivery. Even Twitter is outraged, speaking about the clear illegality of this race-based discrimination. Its stock value has been falling all week ever since the announcement. Apps are being deleted and orders avoided as shops reopen as far away as Europe, where this policy isn't even taking place. They're giving away shareholder money for the privilege of generating animosity out of thin air and likely a class action lawsuit. I'm pretty sure those Asian American restaurant associations have their shit together. Uber got ratioed on their own stupid and expensive policy, and good luck taking it back now. I really would love to be able to leave comments on these things, but I'm sure we all know why I'm banned the moment I go on Twitter. Even my personal accounts get the bullet. In another trending story, the CrossFit CEO stepped down after saying they wouldn't be mourning for Floyd. In fact, it seems to be imploding on all of the sponsors from all sides. With pressure from the leftist outrage mob, the center appears to have finally collapsed. Quote, companies from Adidas to Estee Lauder face pressures from employees to do more to confront racism and promote diversity as social activism over the killing of George Floyd moves deeper into the workplace. Because, the killing of George Floyd was about the workplace, right? Adidas is being petitioned by a racial union of black Adidas workers, demanding all levels of the company have a 31% split of black and Latino staff, and they're being castigated for their board of 16 members who is entirely white. Adidas is a European company headquartered in Germany. I wonder why it doesn't have more Hispanics. Anyway, while I was reading the comments, a new trending topic popped up. Hashtag #ShutDownSTEM and #ShutDownAcademia, both trending at various times. And I'm thinking, no, it can't be. It can't be BLM trying to shut down STEM. That would be like bringing South Africa's #decolonizescience to the USA. But of course, it was BLM. Join us to strike for Black Lives and let's shut down STEM today, June 10th. Take this day to educate yourself on the systematic and social oppression that occurs in STEM. And check out this cucked message from Nature magazine. We recognize that Nature is one of the white institutions that is responsible for bias in research and scholarship. We commit to working to end anti-black practices in research. Shut down STEM. I don't know if it's just because the Twitter brigades haven't got to it yet, but the entire thread seems to be openly reviled, even on Twitter, where folks such as myself are unable to so much as rank up a comment. As a commenter asks, you're prosecuting yourself in your own show trial? And I could go through Twitter posts all day, but you can do that in your own time if you want. I wanted to point out, though, yet another trending hashtag, Black in the Ivory. Black academics, as they call themselves, are talking about the horrible microaggressions they face in the workplace. Such as this woman whose instructor suggested that her people were proud of her. All that education, and she never considered your people is common parlance for your immediate family. And all of those horrible slights they face, those are just what it's safe to talk about on Twitter. No, really, black people have to have burner phones and secret cameras to stay safe in academia. But I guess what they say is true. Get woke, go broke. As the Grants and Awards director for Nature complains, they lose a lot of followers each time they come out with a statement about diversity in STEM. I think I might have discussed it before, but I think the reason people post stuff like this is mythology. Mythology is something people believe while they also know it's not true. It's the building, exaggerating, and conglomeration of stories over time and their spread. And if this woman can write a dissertation using oral history to examine black subjectivity, then so can I. I think this theory of a mythos of black murder and discrimination at the hands of white people and police is best demonstrated in this video.
They got their guns cocked. They ready to kill us. They ready to kill us. You're not in a striking position? Y'all see this shit?
So you're not ready to jab nobody right now?
They ready to kill us.
So you're lying and everybody can see it.
They ready to kill us.
Yeah, man, they're clearly trying to kill you and your daughter. Some of my earliest videos on this channel were about BLM related stuff. Videos like The Most Racist Girl in the World about Keith Scott's daughter are still relevant in demonstrating the enculturation of these myths. That's about all. I just wanted to make something quick, keep the channel alive, and maybe get some energy going to make the next few videos. This little expedition has me very fucking glad I don't have a Twitter account. I'd still be there commenting. Stay safe and be smart. As the great Canadian leader Justin Bieber says in response to every question, we are in unprecedented times.
We have black businesses. We need to de-gentrify Seattle. I'm third generation from Seattle. I lived in Atlanta for 6 years. And to see so many black businesses, to go into a hospital and see your doctor is black, to go to a gynecologist and see your gynecologist is black, to go to a lawyer and your lawyer is black, to go into your student union at Clark Lane University and see so many black professors. So many people that were so encouraging to me, and I don't want to cry because I'm one of the very few that are lucky enough to have the HBCU experience from being from Seattle, from being from a predominantly white area.